Table of Contents. Number 1. Understanding your responsibility. Number 2. Understanding the process. Number 3. Being prepared. Number 4. Observations made during survey. Number 5. Survey problems. Number 1. Understanding your responsibility. What should I say? What should I do? Do it right, even when no one is looking. Surveyors work all hours of the day, even weekends. Knowledge is power. We are responsible for providing healthy, good-tasting meals to our residents and that we honor. Food preferences within reason. Diet orders. Modifications to food. Religious preferences. Food allergies or intolerance. In addition, we must work under sanitary conditions. Work clean. Wash hands often. Cook and hold food at correct temperatures. Label and date according to your policy. And avoid cross-contamination. Stay calm. Take a deep breath and answer to the best of your ability. Answer the questions asked and do not volunteer additional information, just the facts. Know where to find answers to questions you don't know. If a resident does not like the meal, what do you do? Alternatives are provided daily, made ahead of time and readily available. If they do not like, we can provide them with other in-house items, but not immediately. How do you go about making substitution? Substitute within the same food group. Call or page RD or RDN if unclear. And write changes on the menu and have consigned by RD or RDN. What do you do about ethnic or religious food? Menus have ethnic variety to them: Mexican, Italian, Asian, etc. Residents have input on changing the menu through the food committee or resident council. Menus are changed on religious holidays. Who is the person in charge? All food service operations must have a person in charge or PIC, knowledgeable on proper food safety, required to be on site at all times during business hours. Documentation includes opening checklist, closing checklist, label and dates of food, waste log, and menus. Extensions, spreadsheets. An extension sheet, sometimes called a diet sheet or a spreadsheet, is designed to show which menu items are allowed for each of the different therapeutic diet plans. You should consult the extension sheet to make sure that a particular menu item is appropriate for a resident who is on one of the plans that will be discussed below. The main commandments of food services. Follow recipes. Follow posted and individual menus. Provide adaptive equipment. Serve thickened liquids as ordered. Hot foods are hot and cold foods are cold. The main commandments of food services: serve meals on time, follow food safety procedures, cover, label, and date all the food, wash hands and wear gloves, keep records, respect resident needs and preferences. Basic as a culinary worker: understanding the importance of snacks, understanding why supplements matter, and portion control. Basics as a cook: following recipes, following the menu, following the extensions, and offering an alternate. Why use a recipe? Using a recipe reassures that you will provide your clients with a consistent product with a predictable yield. Following a recipe assures that each serving has the planned nutrition content. The recipe tells you the precise amount of each ingredient. Why use a recipe? Recipes describe the cooking method and time of preparation. You will know the proper portion size, consistency. The recipe is calculated to meet daily needs. Even small variations in the recipe could significantly change the product. Number 2, understanding the process. A state survey assures that you are complying with food safety and resident care regulations. Local health department: food safety inspection completed by a sanitarian. Usually takes 1 to 2 hours depending on size and number of service points in your operation. Local health department surveys every food service operation in its area of responsibility 2 to 4 times per year. Entire surveys is based on compliance with food code only. State Health Department surveys for compliance with food code, food quality, and compliance with state and federal regulations pertaining to nutrition care of residents. Usually takes 3 to 5 days depending on size of community. State Health Department surveys approximately once per year. Complaint surveys at any time as indicated by volume and type of complaint. Dining services survey is only one component of the state survey. The complaint survey: when a community amasses a number of complaints against it, the state may start an investigation to find the source of the complaints. In some cases, if your community has multiple complaints or a serious single complaint during your survey window period, the state may conduct your annual survey, rather than just investigating the specific complaint. Alert: during the complaint survey, the survey team will be trying to validate or invalidate the complaint they received. Your documentation of food temperatures, dish machine temperatures, menu substitutions, etc., could play an important part in the surveyor's investigation. CDC, the U.S. Center for Disease Control. 76 million Americans get sick, more than 300,000 are hospitalized, and 5,000 people die from foodborne illnesses each year. Some people, due to their health conditions or stage of life, are more susceptible to foodborne illness. Elderly individuals, children, individuals with compromised immune systems, and pregnant women. Participants in the survey: registered nurse, social worker, sanitarian, dietitian. There will be a team leader who serves as the point person for the team. Survey window. The survey window is the name given to a period of time between the earliest and latest possible annual state surveys. The state survey is performed once per year. This is not an exact anniversary type of year. For example, in some locations it could be done as early as 10 months or as late as 14 months. Therefore, the period between the 10th and 14 months are known as your survey window. Be prepared at all times, especially true during the time you have identified to be your survey window period. Duration of the survey. How long? Long, depending upon the size of a community, the survey can last up to a week. If they find problems, it will be longer. Extended survey. You should find out from your supervisor how long a survey typically takes for your community. Did you know? The duration of the survey is often posted on the window when entering the building. This is to alert visitors that state is in the building. During the process, surveyors will go in and out of the kitchen at all times, unannounced. Number 3. Observations made during survey. In the kitchen, organizations of the kitchen, proper hand washing facilities, clean items that are able to properly air dry, and stacked items will not dry properly. Garbage cans covered when not in use. Employees should be wearing their hair nets or hair covering. Temperature recording, dish machine and refrigeration. Cleaning clothes are in your hand or in the bucket. Testing the sanitizer ppm correctly. It depends on the sanitizer. ppm is the parts per millions of sanitizer to the water. 50 ppm means that there are 50 parts of sanitizer to every million parts of water. Required ppm can range from 50 to 500 depending on the product used. In the production area, proper use of gloves. When and why should you change them? Temperature recording, cleanliness of equipment and storage areas, and proper labeling of stored items. In the production area, and properly calibrated thermometers, cleaning schedule for equipment, storage of dented cans and damaged food items, and garbage cans covered. Example of questions asked: are the food processors cleaned and free of dried food? Is the slicer cleaned and sanitized? And are the can opener and blade clean? Are the scoops stored properly, not in the product? Are the hoods and bends cleaned? Are the trash cans covered? And is the mixer clean and sanitized underneath? Number 4. Survey problems. What to do? Do not leave it uncorrected. Address, do not ignore. Show inspectors you have the knowledge and proper training to fix problems as they arise. Important: know what to do in cases of a fire or resident abuse. Follow up. When the community receives a citation for poor practices, generally the surveyors will schedule a timely return, allowing for a period of time for the communities to develop and apply a plan of correction, or POC. POC, or Plan of Correction, designed to not only correct the specific problem, but to create measures to prevent the problem from repeating itself. The POC can include training, procedural changes, a completion date, and person responsible. Did you know survey results are public information? Your survey results must be available in your community for the public to see. Your survey results may even be posted on the internet. Be aware. Surveyors will be focusing on any past problems or citations, so be aware of them. Repeat citations are serious and could cause fines to be imposed on your community.